Welcome back to another episode of Otaku Garage. On today's episode, we finished mounting up the radiator and adjusting a few little bits and pieces so the wiring fits properly. And then we get straight on to the brakes and we fit up the new Brembo caliper kits. Come along for the journey and check it out. Back out, because that will stop us getting radiator in. Such a big bulky thing. It's literally just that little corner. A little bit of extra love and we got it, mate. Yeah, bugger, because that's where we need to be, and we can't really move the radiator further forward of what we originally had planned, because that needs to sit flush like that. Alrighty, and that's pretty much touching the headlights now. Hot or spaghetti-o. So can't really get mounted lower because the intercooler brackets dictate that. So like if we could mount it up to this height and cut the feet off, might be able to make something new to bracket it there, but we had it sitting that height because it's basically the same size as that internal bit. So I think we might have to either modify the shit out of this, or I measure up what dimensions we do have to work with, and we find another manufactured aircon condenser. It doesn't have to be a Nissan one, it would just be a lot easier to stick with more OEM parts, but we may have to just find a condenser off another make and model that fits the dimensions of the hole that we've got. And we make that work.
That looks like a VL, mate.
I mean, alternatively, like we could completely customize and go with a whole new condenser, or we could just leave it VL spec. Like, there you go, VL spec. It's only going to hang down a little bit. There's still probably other parts that will make lower than this.
That's a ride height market too, like whenever you hit your...
Hectic, cuz. Hectic, bro. Yes, unfortunately, we have just ruled that out. We really thought we were going to get away with still using it, and the actual original mounts for this, we thought we were going to be able to flip them 180 and still use them to mount it, but unfortunately, it's just a little bit too wide, and it hits in between the headlights. So if we go a little bit narrower, we could fit the same height, just smaller width. So yeah, I'll get some measuring done and I'll go hunting for a new aircon condenser. So now that it's sitting nicely in its home, we'll be able to measure up that gap down in there. I don't think I'm going to get this to focus because there's so many things in the way. There we go. Where that tab is there, we have to measure that little gap, and then we can order in our mounts. Once that's mounted, we'll take it back out, fill in all the material that we cut out, and we'll give it all its strength back. And then next time the radiator goes in, it goes in for the last time. Alrighty, well, welcome back to another day. We're going to get some more things bolted on and test fitted up on the S15. Let me show you what we have. We have some Brembo brakes, and we've got the Alpha Omega brake caliper kit for the S15. These are Evo 7 Brembo calipers and rotors. So thanks to Alpha Omega for supplying us the brackets on such quick notice as well. We really appreciate that. These will all go off to get rebuilt because pink will not suit the rest of the car. And when we get these rebuilt, we'll actually get it paint matched. To suit the same color red as the block cover. So that should come up looking really, really nice. Yeah, we need to inspect it because I have a feeling this one was at least in an accident and the wheel or something come off, because look at the difference in the two pads. Like, these are heavily got big gouges through them. It's missing that scuffed caliper was missing the anti-rattle plate, and one of the actual locking pins is very bent. So we'll get a whole new hardware kit for the front calipers when we rebuild them, get them all looking spiffy. But today we're going to test fit them up so that we make sure that they fit over the T37s, or the T37s fit over these calipers. So let's get into it and take a look at it when it's all dummy fitted up. Just trimmed off all the outer edge of this brake dust or brake shield, but the new rotor is still bashing on all this around here. So what I'm going to do is undo the 4 bolts and the nut on the CV. I'm going to pull the hub off, remove this entirely, and then put the hub back on and start test fitting up again once there's no brake shield on there. I'm so sorry about the lighting. This is now after hours, but it is looking pretty cool with those Brembos in there. Thank you again for watching another episode. We really appreciate you coming along for this journey. Don't forget to stay tuned because we're probably only a few episodes off of having this thing painted and getting ready to start it for the first time. So stay tuned and follow along with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe because we really appreciate your feedback and your encouragement that you've been giving us so far. And please support us by buying our merch. You'll find that on otakugarage.com.au, and look forward to seeing you in the next episode.